your command.
Hi, people. We're back with some more Neverwinter Nights. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves and ready for this lovely campaign that we're going through. Neverwinter Nights original campaign. This is our party. And we have the glorious man from down under, Matt in the Hat, joining us.
Hello.
Such a melodic voice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not exactly the type of voice that most people expect when you announce someone from Australia, though.
No, but you know, you maybe does not mean I am. So I don't use an Australian voice for some strange reason.
Yeah, Americans never get it right anyway. You watch Americans trying to act and put on an Australian accent, and it's always cringe. Always.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I don't think I've really seen anyone do any accent true justice other than the one that they're born with and naturally have.
I just put on terrible generalization.
Perfect. That's always a great way to do it.
Yeah. That's how I do it. Alright,
Because,
let's
you know,
jump
they
over.
like having the American way of saying Australian is, you know, put something on the Barbie sort of thing, which is...
Put something on the Barbie. Hey everyone, my name's Matt in the Hat. We have together with us today DM Nix. We are pleased to be with you doing some Neverwinter Nights 2. We still don't know how to get rid of that damned
Nope.
pop up. I wonder if we can look that up. This does
Maybe.
take up a lot of the screen there.
I know you can resize it some, but I haven't found out how to get rid of it.
But yes, we are. We are back, and all being well, I won't have a plummet into extremely bad health afternoon like I had last week, because that was not nice.
That was not cool.
I just kept on getting worse through that day. It just kept on ramping up, and it was not pleasant. And then the next day, I was totally fine. It was like, what are you doing?
I'm glad the you're okay part kicked in, but the
Right.
feeling terrible part, not so much. Of course, I had the fun of having a baby decide that yanking internet cable last week would be a good idea.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
Meow. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
loud
you gotta try
cat,
all the
man.
things. It is. I was just about to say that. About to say, man, that little cat is loud. So, Reggie, you're here now in Neverwinter. Believe this
Yes,
be
it is,
in here.
as I remember it, town that is, or a city that is, certainly has its own troubles.
Do you know where this inn is that we're supposed to go to?
Do you remember the name of it?
The Sunken Flagon. That is what my father, if you'd call him that, says it is.
Now, I'm just gonna quickly see if I can resize that thingy.
Oh, you can resize it in the game itself. I didn't find it in the menu options.
Oh.
Yeah, the Sunken Flagon. I wrote it down here in my journal, where I keep track of things we should do.
Oh, I mean, it's slightly better.
It's supposed to be in this dock districts, and apparently he's Dagon's half-brother, Duncan. Because someone needed to call all their kids Duh, apparently. Dagon, Duncan.
To be honest, my first stay in this city was sponsored by my family, so I didn't end up staying at the Sunken Flagon for that particular stint, but it wasn't very long until I left after I met with Eldenon. So, I'm not sure I can really be of much assistance, but we can look around and see what we find.
Well, then I guess let's look around for a sign. This place says Sand's Shop. I do not know why you'd want to buy sand.
I see this one
Watchman.
over here is called the Sunken Flagon.
Ah, well, this probably would be his establishment then. Shall we venture forth in and see what if he's home?
Probably as good a plan as any. You're barely understanding, DM. Is that on his stream or on mine, please? As I remember, the little girl was a brat. She's not a little girl. She's a tiefling adult woman. And yes, she definitely acts like a bratish girl, but we probably won't have her in the party for too much longer.
Trying to convey timing to children is interesting. Oh, they all scattered out to their tables. Well, Reggie, shall we talk to this? My guess would be the half-elf gentleman would be Dagon, or Duncan. Because, you know, Dagon, Elven as well. Half-Elven.
Yes, we can go and see him.
See what he has. There's some family resemblance with the grouchy face around the eyes, sort of thing.
Well now, what can I do for you? Bit of venom for the belly, perhaps? Or maybe a tankard or two to shave the edge off your day?
Is this the Sunken Flag? Who's the owner of this inn?
You mean old Duncan? Oh, well now, if you're looking to collect on some debt, I'll tell you that he's a drunk, and he hasn't got 2 coppers to his name.
Dagon sent me.
Dagon, eh? So the time's come, has it? Trouble's chasing on your heels, and you barely know why. Suppose Dagon told you less than half of what you need to know, then sent you packing. Don't take it hard. Done it to me twice in my life. All for good reason. I can probably guess why you're here, but why don't you go ahead and tell me anyway?
I thought it was a little girl. Yeah, well, I mean, she acts that way.
Well, he told me to come here, and Dagon was a little vague. Do you know what the shard is?
Trace of an enchantment on it is what that eel sand said, but nothing of importance. Probably residue from demon's fire, or maybe wizard magic.
Demon's fire? Sounds important to me.
And that, Sal, is why you are cleaning tables and I own this place. Those shards were magic, yes, a trace. But again, it was sand, and he's a fool. Anyway, barely worth mentioning. More sentimental value than anything else. That really why you came all this way? To hear about your mother?
My mother? What does she have to do with this?
Yeah, your mother, Esmeril. Since you were asking about the shards. What, Dagon's still keeping that inside? It's a wonder he doesn't crack down the middle. Ah, but you know, I have no call to say that. I think that's why he buried that first shard, and gave the other one to me.
Wait, how are the shards related to my mother?
I think you might have been better off being raised by wolves if Dagon didn't share that. There's a lot I'm sure he never told you. But listen, it's his place to tell you, not mine. He'll tell you when he's ready,
geez,
I think.
Come on.
But it's best you hear it from him. Let's stick to the shards
He's
for
not
now.
telling me anything. Good grief. I brought another shard, and it's definitely magical.
You brought it here? Dug it up from those ruins? Now why in the nine hells would you go digging up the past like that? Look, and
I
listen.
didn't have much choice.
There's no good in picking up history's bones, especially where that warlock's concerned. I heard the tales, and Dagon told me what happened at West Harbor that night.
Wait, can I see the other shard?
Here. I've always kept it close for some reason. Didn't want to leave it out of my sight. Seemed unremarkable. But I find that sometimes time will tell. Had Sand examine it a long time ago, but he turned up nothing.
Who is Sand? Can you look at them again?
Well, it's worth a shot. But don't pay him any coin in advance, that's all I'll say. In fact, that viper would be best off.
Ah, it seems I've arrived just in time to deflect the usual barrage of slander from the local innkeeper.
Sand.
Yes, it is good to see you're still sober enough to recognize me, Duncan. Past the stale beer, vinegar, faint sweat, failed aspirations, unwashed tunic. I thought perhaps you had already had one tankard too many for the day, but why, your guest here has the smell of a harbin about them. Faint, but there. I thought Duncan was keeping company too good for him. Now I see I was right. Duncan, you could learn a few things from your guest.
Still passing off those 2 copper fairweather charms to the locals, Sand?
You have no appreciation
I think
for
he
my
looked at you,
talents, and
Reggie.
after all I've done for you. To think you could survive a fortnight without my ale purgative. Why, you would be buried in the tombs with the rest of the Neverwinter traitors. A betrayer of barkeepers everywhere. But enough about you and your adventurous exploits on the tavern floor. I heard my name mentioned, and oddly enough, almost in a tone that suggested I could help.
This here's kin,
I'm not really seeing the family resemblance.
and we need your help
shut
concerning
your
the
mouth.
shard. Both of them.
Shard? That chunk of silver you showed me so long ago?
It's not silver.
I do hope you're not going to try to pawn it to me again. I am no longer interested. Besides, as I recall, you said the piece of junk had sentimental value, which upon viewing your establishment is perfectly understandable. Besides, didn't your
Would
uncle
you
or cousin
curb
or
your
brother or
voice?
whatever make off with the other shard? I thought you only had one now.
It found its way back, so to speak. We need you to look at both of them again. Properly this time.
Oh, very well. Give them here and let me see what my keen arcane senses can determine.
Apparently, that you're an idiot.
Well, it seems to
you
have
can't do
some
your job right.
resentment to being scried. That is quite different than last time. Are you sure these are the same shards? The power in them. Why, it's definitely stronger than last time. Much stronger.
Oh, so now they're magical. I'm not paying you for 2 failed divinations, you charlatan.
It's not a matter of divination, you one-tankard drunk. There is something about these shards. Without knowing their history, even my considerable talents cannot unlock their mysteries.
Maybe both of you should be silent before I lose my temper.
You're right. Sorry I pointed out the fact you were a charlatan, Sand.
And I didn't mean to bring up your excessive drinking, Duncan, and your long list of failed aspirations. It was uncalled for, especially when the mystery of these shards is before us. Taking them to any other wizard in town would be useless until we learn more about their past. You need a sage, and you need them examined quickly, so...
Is it just me?
How could you not?
Or does it sound like he's trying to skewer some information? Oh, taking it to someone else is going to be useless. You must keep it to me. Only to me. Yeah.
No kidding. How could you not sense magic in these shards? I can tell it by touching them.
Because he's incompetent?
Duncan, the more I speak to your kin here, it's evident where the sense in the family went. Since
Not
you
with
seem
you,
to have been
Sand,
given all the
obviously.
brains of the family, I'll be honest with you, I don't know. But I do know the shards did not have the same strength the first time I examined them. There could be something about you that causes them to resonate, but I have no idea why that would be.
Well, more than you, obviously. And who would know the shard's history?
You could try and speak to Aldenon, but I don't think you'd have much luck reaching him. The Black Lake District is closed down.
What?
Aldenon lives
Since
in the Black
when?
Lake District, you see, and now he's trapped there. The Watch has it locked tight. No one going in or out, no messages in or out, even for the nobles that used to live there. Quite cryptic, really.
When did this happen?
Delightful.
I was able to see him just fine.
Why was the Black Lake District shut down?
I heard about that. Lord Dalrin was killed, wasn't he? I've heard
What?
rumors, but no official word of what happened.
As have I. Not only are the Watch not talking about it, but they even called in the Cloak Tower mages to investigate, which means sorcery or demons were at work.
Demons? Closest I've ever come to demons is Dagon's tales about the battles down south near West Harbor, when there was that trouble with the King of Shadows.
Do you mean the King of Shadows? What do you know about the Shadow King that you speak of? It's not the first time we've heard about some creature of such.
Some sorcerer, I believe, had a number of demons and shadows at his beck and call. Not many tales left about that period of Neverwinter history, oddly enough.
But you say this Aldenon might know more, Sand?
Well, if you're not a member of the Watch, or know a secret route into Black Lake, then you're out of luck. So it seems like you have no choice but to let me examine the shards at my leisure. I'll need to hold on to them, of course.
Wait, watch or secret route? Not bad ideas. Either way, the coin lands. Hell, there's Marshal Cormac. He's currently at the city watch post, and I know he's in bad
we know
need of
him.
an extra sword arm down at the docks.
Cormac. We saw him in Fort Log.
Yes, I heard he got back to Neverwinter recently. Surprised he even made it with the troubles I've heard around Fort Locke.
Trust me, you don't know the half of it.
Cormac's a harborman too. And folks of the harbor are as close to kin as you can get out of the mare. He might be able to take you into the watch. And from there, speaking to Aldenon shouldn't be too hard.
I've seen him before, so perhaps they would just accept me as a noble, but you said that even the nobles are behind closed doors at the moment, so...
Apparently, yeah, the nobles who live there are stuck there, and those who aren't are not allowed back in. Nor are messages. Who I have a feeling they're not going to be concerned with you being a noble, unfortunately.
Oh, well, if it takes joining the watch... Suppose we can
Well, you don't
do
have
that.
to. You can just come along for the ride if you wish. But,
Clearly,
is there other ways?
Nothing better. If we're going to establish proper trade between Silvery Moon and Neverwinter, it's going to have to include Blacklake. So let's go.
Job?
If you want to find another route into the Black Lake district, that means dealing with other folks that try to control the docks. Moya and her gang.
Oh, there's an idea, Duncan. They probably were behind the watch closing the Black Lake district in the first place.
All right. Well, that doesn't sound like it. But if we had to, where would we find some of her
Well,
men?
she's got thugs all over the docks. But finding one who can get you to her?
There's Caleb. He used to try to get me to pay him gold for protection before I told him about the wards I'd inscribed on the building that caged the Guardian Elementals. Long story, but quick resolution.
Caleb, maybe. But I don't trust that harbor rat to give you a fair deal. And the price will be steep, in bodies or coin. He doesn't like being the only one with blood on his hands.
Doesn't sound like someone we should put our faith in.
Obviously, you've never dealt with the Watch in Neverwinter, Kelgar. Dealing with Caleb is probably our best chance.
Still, the chances are simply talking to Caleb will make you want to kill him, so it seems a clear win to me. If you do speak to him, though, be sure to do it downwind.
I'm not sure about you, but sending into crime isn't on the first thing on my list of grand things to do here in Neverwinter. So
joining the City Watch, upholding law, or descending into crime.
That's
Great.
pretty much how it stands. You can find Cormac in the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge that leads to the Merchant Quarter. He needs help, so it shouldn't be much of a tough sell to join up.
Caleb should be lounging around the corner east along the main road. Just follow the smell. If you want to join with him, he'll probably ask you to hurt or kill someone, so be warned.
I'll mark both on your map. Help you get your bearings.
Well, you can certainly find your way into trouble from here. Me, I will head back to my lonely merchant existence. Should you need my expertise, simply ask. But just in case, bring a great deal of gold as well.
I don't like him. Too arrogant.
Well, there you have it. Talk to Caleb or Cormac. Cormac is at the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge. Caleb should be lounging down the street east along the main road. But while you're here, feel free to make yourself at home. Also, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Your companions are welcome to stay here as well. Even if you're off on some other journey like the one that sent you here. They're all welcome to make themselves at home whenever they're not traveling with you. That way you'll know where to find them if you need their help later. Sound good?
Oh, it's called a party base. I've heard that GMs use those for a place to put their party to reconvene and have a place to meet and do things.
yes, sounds convenient.
Has anyone ever came hunting for the shard?
No, not that I know of. I mean, I've kept it in the back for years. Barely even thought about it till now. It is odd that they seem to be after yours. Maybe there's something different about the one you have compared to mine. But then again, my shard didn't have any traces of magic until yours showed up.
What do you know about sand?
That little sharp-eared viper's got a wit to match, but he has his uses. And he's one of the only peddlers of charms and potions here in the docks, so he gets by.
Still don't understand why he couldn't afford that place in the merchant quarter. His potions are cheap, and they work.
If you need to use his alchemy workbench, or you're shopping for some minor magics, then he's a good one to see.
Some other questions
What
for
did you
you.
want to know?
I'd like to know more about what happened in Black Lake. It wasn't that long ago
Sure.
that I was there.
What happened in Black Lake? My friend Reggie was there and wants to know what happened to his associate Aldenon. Apparently, he spoke with him before coming down to the harbor.
Well, there's been some tales floating around that a nobleman, Lord Gentry, was murdered there. But the watch isn't saying much. Either because they don't want to spread tales or they don't know much. There may have even been more troubles, but I haven't heard. Either way, Black Lake's locked up tight. You won't be able to get in unless you're a trusted member of the watch. Or a really good thief that runs with the right circles.
Well, perhaps it was a good thing that I left when I did.
Indeed.
Didn't want to get
What are the
caught
trophies
up
in the
some
wall
sort
here?
of noble murder.
Yep, a lot of stories hanging on these walls. Shed a lot of my own blood, and others in the past. Now it all goes into the flagon.
So you're an adventurer.
Well, if you can call it that. Me and some old friends, now gone, made quite a company along the coast. There were 5 of us to start, but by the end there was just me.
Can you tell me some of the stories?
I could, but they wouldn't go anywhere. And there wouldn't be any tension in them, since you know I survived anyway. Now Dagon, he may have some tales for you. About your mother, too.
But he won't say anything, just like you won't. Bunch of useless ninjas.
If you tell me anything about my mother, he says nothing.
Only as much as Dagon allows. He keeps his past close, despite how it keeps everyone else from him. I knew your mother, though. I know you lost her early. Terrible tragedy. During that attack on the village. But that's really Dagon's place to say, not mine.
Very well, farewell. Oh, yeah, I know about that. We're not telling you anything.
Not like we're, children, for goodness sake.
So bloody annoying that he won't even converse with us.
Is this, man?
I didn't ask for your company.
Oh, never mind.
Apparently, he didn't ask for your company.
That is true. He didn't, but we're having, I thought. Man, these people come with such an attitude.
Ah, here it is. There's some workbenches back here if we need to use anything. Blacksmith, magicians, an alchemist bench back here.
Good heck.
I was hoping for a container we could throw some things in. To, store the books and such that we've collected.
Nothing of the sort.
Guess we could put them on the bench. We have the space for now. We'll hold them till we can find a place to properly put them.
Well,
Well, shall we go see what kind of things Cormac can do for us?
he seemed like a decent man, so I would
Well,
much
he's a harborman. Of course he's decent.
that than crawl around in the dirt with other more nefarious
Well, I mean-
sort.
Like you said, at least harbormen tend to be decent folk. There's some watchmen. Said it was up the street by the bridge. There's another watchman guarding the gates. Oh, looks like some thugs down that alley. Probably not what we want to deal with.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just a dead end with apparently a man who looks like he has a bit of a shop here if we want to talk to him.
By all means.
I'm looking for... Uh-oh.
Gee.
Reggie? Reggie?
Yes?
Reggie? I think you have
I'm going
someone
to run.
chasing you.
I'm going to run towards these watchmen and see if they're willing to help.
Take that!
Apparently they're willing to help. Good watchmen. So they actually are decent. Good. This man looks like he has some orders here.
Though, these bladelings seem to be convinced that they can just appear in the middle of Neverwinter.
Apparently they think that's a acceptable option. But this looks to be the watch. So I guess we'll see if our friend Cormac is here.
Yes, let's go find out.
Ah. Marshal. There must be someone who can spare Lieutenant. He's the first to take his stand against these thugs and deserves our protection. You can be Lieutenant Raw if you would like.
Sure. You know the number of men I have available to me, Marshal. Also, the efforts I've been taking to weed out the turncoats. I can send some watchmen to this shopkeeper, but then we'll have to postpone the sweep through the Northern District. I'm sure you agree that we want every man available for that operation.
The Council has done us any favors with the last vote, have they, Lieutenant? We'll just have to make do with what we've are given. Very well. Postpone the sweep. Assign some men to the shopkeeper. Place the others on Looks like what the winds brought to Neverwinter. It's good to see you again. If I recall, you were promised a reward if you decided to seek me out. I spoke with the captain once I returned, and she agreed that your service was quite valuable. The watch is most generous, thank you. I'm glad to see your hurrying journey through the mare hasn't changed you. A lot of people who came out of the place changed, and not for the better. But enough of that. What can I do for a fellow harborman? I am looking for man Eldanon, a sage. Eldanon, I know him. Yes, he's a sage. He lives in Black Lake District. Beautiful place, worth a trip, but we have the entire district locked up tight. And you won't be getting in anytime soon.
We have heard about that. Perhaps we could change that situation.
What exactly happened there? Foulest murder. I'm not permitted to give you any details on this. His investigation is ongoing, but it's serious. Even the mages of the Cloak Tower have gotten involved. Is there anything you can do to help me get in there? Maybe. The only way anyone's getting in there is if they're a member of the Watch. And Captain Berlina has personally approved anyone who wants to enter Black Lake. That woman takes her job very seriously, and she won't be giving you one of if you ask. She won't just give you one if you ask. What if I work with a city watch? Would that help? It would be a good start. Knowing you're more than capable of handling a job. If you make enough of an impact, Captain Berliner may even take interest in you, and believe me, you'll have plenty of opportunity to show off your abilities. All right, well, what do you need me to do? The City Watch has a lot of lost its grip here on the dock district. Criminal gangs are running loose, and even some of our own seem to have forgotten their oaths to the city they joined. It hadn't been just our usual crime wave, however. These thugs have been well organized. I've heard the name Moria. We think she is the one running the game. From what I hear from San, that's probably the case. We also know others have tried to organize their own gang. City Watch is outnumbered, and we use every man willing to join the ranks. Well, I mean, if it gets us into Black Lake, I guess let's do it. What did I tell you about this one, Ro? Gets things done with little fuss. Yes. Oh.
Yes, sir. Valuable fruit. Captain will be pleased.
Harry, you'll need wear this cloak. It marks you as a member of the City Watch. And believe me, you arrived to help speech. Your arrival has helped out immensely. Now, I wish we had time for you to be settled in, but we've got a problem with one of the shopkeepers. His name's Hagen. He's decided to stand up to the criminal of the district. Get down to his shop and make sure that nothing happens to him. My gut tells me Moira's crew isn't through with him yet. Lieutenant, it would seem our problem is solved. The sweep of the North Docks can occur on schedule.
Yes, thank you. I recommend that you make your way to Hagen's as soon as possible. I worry for his sake.
Well, it looks like that's what we need to do. Apparently we need to wear this cloak. Let me have a look at it. Diplomacy and intimidate. Well, ideal, but we'll do it anyways. All right, Reggie, are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
I clicked. There it goes.
It does seem that those watchmen are a little overworked. Comic seems to be mightily tired.
Indeed. It's almost like he lost a few hours sleep or something.
Yes, well, goes with having a murder on your hands and strange things in the streets. Some degree of sense.
Oh, there's a wolf here. Eleni,
I'm
would
listening.
you speak with this wolf? Oh, poor boy. The animal. It's not a wolf. It's a druid, badly wounded. Is there anything you can do to help? I will see. Thank you for allowing me to treat this one. Blood is thick. I can barely make out the wounds. the circle. The circle of the mare, yes, but this is far from the lands we tend. How did you come to be wounded? It is far from my lands. I am a messenger from the circle of the swords of Neverwinter Wood, sent to find one of the circle of the mare. Oh boy. How did you come to be here? I picked up your scent. Scent of the maiden's glade outside these city walls, and against my instincts I tried to come to find you. In my animal form I was wounded by the city guards, and they left me here barely had the will to heal my own wounds, or even shift out of my form. If any longer, I would be dead now. It is a strange thing, but as we come closer to the mare, it becomes more and more difficult to shift from beast to human and back again. Did you come here because of what is happening in the mare? Whatever comes from the mare, it comes from Neverwinter as well, Wood as well. It was through thought that the circle of the mare would know more of what strikes at us. I had hoped to find Vashni, the vein of the mare, but you're the only one I've been able to find. Found another in the maiden's glade, Sgàil, and he said that the circle of the mare was lost. But you would know it to be true or not. Or was it you do not know the fate of your circle? I've been away for some time in my speaking with the elders. It has been over a year since we were in the same place. As for troubles in the land, we suspect it may be tied to the one I'm traveling with, and Reggie, do you recommend we not tell him? Or should we tell him?
I think it's true that we need to investigate, and then we can be a little bit sure of what.
And we need to investigate to be more before we can say anything for certain. The more everyone knows, the better we... Aw, she didn't like that. Better we'll be. Very well. These shards we are carrying is an assumption. We do not know that it will help. Shards, I fail to see the connection. Could affect the other, but I am not one of the elders of the circle. I will keep hunting for others of the mare, as ordered. Know that the druids of Neverwinter Wood have been forced to retreat slowly from their tended lands. If you'd speak with them, travel to the Sgàil and use its power to contact them. Unless something has happened, you should be able to reach them.
Sgàil?
Where's the Sgàil? Not far from Neverwinter, but you need me to guide you. It's impossible to find without one of the mare to guide you. Why would the circle no longer be Neverwinter Wood? This threat, they fear its corrupting effect. No one in the mare and wood, deeper land as well. Thank you for saving me, Elenine of the mare, and you travel with. With my wounds tended, I may continue my journey from the city. Farewell, and travel to Sgàil. Tell the elders of the Circle of the Swords. What? No. Well. That's troubling.
Yes, well, seems like trouble multiplies as we explore and find out more about what's going on.
Right. Ah, here's Higgins.
I miss? We are exploring Neverwinter at the moment. We are gathering our quests and our situation, and heading out soon to, solve some problems.
Figure things out and solve some problems.
Yes. Hoping someone here in there might be a more stalwart companion than our young tiefling friend over here, who seems to have lots to say at very inappropriate times.
Indeed. It looks like you have the dialogue with her.
Is there something I can help you with? Yes. We are all here to speak with Hagen if he's in. I'm Risa. My father is Hagen. Might I ask, wish to speak with him about? I may be able to help instead. Oh, well, I'm with the City Watch. I'm pleased to see that the Watch still responds so promptly to reports of crime. Good to know that the Watch considers threats of one's livelihood a sufficient reason for an investigation. Well, that is what they're here for after all. I speak with him then. It is good to know that, yes, may we speak with him? Yes, of course. My father will be happy to know that he is pleased. He watches honored us with his presence. That's a celebration, isn't it? Silent, Risa. Here now. Mean to help. Thank you for responding. Give my daughter, she has yet to learn patience. Well, I don't think she said anything wrong, sir. I'd be wanting protection as well if there were more of your kind running loose in this city. See what I mean? So, yes, what can we do for you then? I would have stopped tribute. Thug named Caleb is a merchant. What sort of tribute? All the services been providing. Listen to Caleb's goons. I think the only reason the entire docks haven't burned down is because of their effort. That sort, is he? So, what do you think that we might be able to do to help? Oh, already refused to pay. It doesn't take an archwizard to figure out that wouldn't be enough. Caleb is bound to send more men to collect his tribute. I need you to protect me from them. Well, be rest assured, the Watch is now here to protect you. We won't let anything happen. And we'll see what we can do about these damn thugs. Thank you. I'm not asking for much. I'd just like to run a clean business. Lisa, I want you to go home where it's safe until it's all over. I don't want you getting... I'm not leaving here until you alone all... Here, Papa, I want to help if Caleb sends more men. No, that's final. We'll go home, stay there until I tell you otherwise. The City Watch is here to protect me now. Yes, Papa. If anything happens, I want you to let the Watch handle it. Do you promise that you will stay out of it? Yes, you have my word. Right as she leaves, Kyle, you like ransom merchant? You will pay him that tribute, or things will get unpleasant here pretty soon. I will not be bullied. Caleb has my answer. I owe him nothing. Oh, answer, old man. Maybe a few broken bones will change it. Where's your daughter? Sent her away, did you? I don't. We can find her. I'd be ashamed if something happened to her as well. Look, the merchant thinks the city watch can help. I thought wisdom came from with old age, old man. Leave Hagen alone for now, unless you want to deal. Oh, I've a better idea. What's that?
I said I would just arrest them and hang them, but we'll see if they leave.
Oh, I've got a better idea. We'll let you live if you leave Hagen to us. Well, one more word out of you and you'll wish you'd only... Boys, the city watch is getting uppity again. Time to bring him down a peg. Well, looks like they're ready for a fight. Have anything else? Jeez. I must apologize for questioning the dedication of this. Thank you for what you have done. This is your dialogue. I might just have a cup of tea before I head out. Ah, yes. A hint of jasmine. Very nice.
How can I help?
Saving.
Indeed.
Are we good, game?
Says it's completed phase 1.
There it
we
goes.
go.
Yes.
Why is
Right.
Oh. Nishka was low there for a second. I don't know. Movement speed was decreased or something. Second. Seems to have corrected itself.
Where is she? She actually with us?
Yeah, she's
Or
with
did she
us. She's fine.
sneak off during the fight?
Just between you and me, part of me wishes that she would sneak. Or,
I don't know that she'd stay gone is the problem.
comfortable enough in the inn. We would need someone to replace her. Haven't found someone
Probably.
yet.
Alright, let's see what Cormac has to say. Marshal? I understand you're able to keep Hagen from harm. Good work. Perhaps the people of Neverwinter will be more confident in the Watch and stand up to the criminals. There happens to have been mention of a certain Caleb. Apparently, he's behind the threats. You're
Caleb.
Lieutenant again.
Watch knows him well. I've been used. Moved on to extortion, has he? My sources suspect Caleb of being Moira's. Stops. Bringing him in will hurt her operation.
What are you waiting for then? Do you know where this Caleb's holed up, Lieutenant?
We do. I can send him some men over now. Deal with him.
No. Let them rest. The sweep through the North Docks was rougher than we anticipated. I mean, we can go take care of Caleb if you want. Of that, I have no doubt. Very well. Look, the lieutenant can give you his location. I want you to put a stop to Caleb's activities.
He usually spends his time in an alley south of here. I'll show you the location on your map, and be wary. He's not the brightest of them. Can be brutal.
Well, sounds like Kelgar's kind of man. Maybe we should have Kelgar talk to him.
As long as he doesn't put a fist in his mouth.
Aye, that's kind of the talking I was meaning. It sounds like that's the only kind of talk this Caleb seems to know. Being a brute and all that.
Well, I'm sure we'll work it out one way or another.
Well, that's for sure. Just wonder if it's going to be Kelgar's way or not. So if you look at the map, you will see that there is Weaponsmith, Armorsmith, City Watch, Sand Shop, Sunken Flagon, and of course, Caleb.
Yep.
You know, it looks like those thugs, Reggie, that I mentioned seeing is Caleb and his goons.
Oh, fantastic. Those will be up for more fighting then, won't we? Sometimes it gets a bit tiresome. All in the name of violence. Yes, name of...
Oh, what are you looking at? A hound? The watch hasn't come here, so get out.
By the authority of the City Watch, you're under arrest, Caleb.
Oh, you've got to learn. If you think you can just come in here and try to arrest me, why don't you be a good watchman and go back and chase down a stray dog or something? Besides, you got proof of anything I've done? I've been here all day.
I know enough to know that you are the one causing problems for the merchants in the docks.
So? What are you going to do about it? I own the docks.
You are coming with me, Caleb, or else I'm not warning you again.
Oh, this is going to be hard to bring in if you're dead. Come on, boys, let's show the watchmen who's in charge around here.
Someone unpause the game.
Bonaparte.
Reggie, you look like you got hit pretty good.
That's all you get. Take that. Time for
Well, so much for that.
Well, they didn't last long enough to regret their actions.
Not really, no, they didn't.
Don't really like leaving blood on the streets, but... well, they failed to hear reason.
I mean, we did say we want to bring them in, not we want to murder them, so they drew steel first.
Yes, it was their choice.
You know, you can't prevent stupid, unfortunately.
No, seems not. Seems like it breeds like rabbits around here.
Mishka.
Oh, it seems like you might have a cold coming on. You might want to go to the alchemist and check that one out.
I might. Marshall. Caleb is dead. He tried to bribe me and attacked me when I refused. Dead? Is he? Shame. I was working... If he's working for Moya, he'd have some interesting things to tell. Well, they didn't really give me a choice in the matter. Oh, I believe it. Caleb was never the smartest fellow. See? Stupid. We were talking about that just now, Reggie. You did
As we
well.
were.
Now, we now have an opportunity to put the serious dent in Moira's activities and bring order back to the district. Unstable as he was, Caleb still had some control over crime in the parts of the docks. Without him, I wager his thugs are now divided and fighting over the control of the docks. I want you to deal with it. Keep the peace in the district and see what the City Watch is here to serve. Very well. What do you want me to do? Our trip through the North Docks wasn't as effective as would have liked, but it did reveal an amount of control Moira Gring has over the district. It also revealed the extent of corruption that has spread through the Watch. Many of our men have returned to report either they had been ambushed or, more disturbingly, they had found only law-abiding citizens. I want you to perform a similar sweep through the area of the docks. Apprehend any and all members of Moira's and anyone else's gangs that you come across. I also want you to check in at the guard posts.
Captain Brelena has given me strict orders, Marshal, not to press the issue with our watchmen this time. Short-handed as it is, cannot afford to have men leaving us and Moira's.
Captain Berlena has also charged us with cleaning up the district, and that means to do just that. Corruption within the Watch certainly encourages criminal activity. What do you want me to... Am I to arrest our own as well, then?
I defer the decision to you, Mark. Let it be on your show.
Arrest those who are involved in illegal activities. Moria won't find any allies amongst the City Watch, if I have anything to say about it. I understand Captain Berlin's concerns, Lieutenant. However, we must purge the criminal elements from our own ranks before we can effectively clean up the districts.
Very well. You have your orders. Report back when your sweep is complete.
Well, Reggie, once more into the breach, my friend.
Once more into the breach, indeed.
At least you don't have to change your breeches.
I was thinking of brewing a fresh cup of tea if yourself and Eleni would like to partake before we get too involved in what is going on.
Sure. Tea's always good. Though some of it tastes like it's water straight into the swamps of the mare.
I've done my best to find fresh water supplies everywhere I've gone. Now that we're in Neverwinter, that will be resoundingly easier.
Understandable. Do you just want to make it here on the street, or do you want to go back to the tavern and make it there?
I mean, here is fine.
Very well.
I am listening.
I am listening.
Good. Good.
Yes, not a bad drop.
Sanctus.
Praise be. Shall we continue on?
Indeed. We are to check in with each of the watch posts.
Indeed. Should we go to the east here, or go up just to the north?
Let's go to the north, find out about that one.
Very well.
Circle around.
Just making backups because we know sometimes some interesting things happen. Oh, auto-saved at that point anyways. Whatever. Sorry, coughing. Evening, watchman. Doing your rounds? Indeed. Just coming around to check in. I didn't recognize you. You must be one of the new recruits, just keeping to your own business. And your patrol will be over before you know it. Why would there be any trouble? I'm just saying it can get rough here at the docks at times. Don't go looking for trouble, and trouble won't come and finding you. Anything to report? It's been quiet here. I've got an understanding with Moira's boys, though, so it's usually quiet. What do you mean by an understanding? You're really new at this, aren't you? Look, the deal is we stay away from her boys, and in exchange, they send some extra coin to our purses at the end of each shift.
Corruption already.
It's a good arrangement. And as long as they don't do anything like trying to burn down the docks, the blocks or anything, everybody benefits. Besides, none of us are getting paid well enough to cross Moira and get ourselves killed. We mind our own business and her gang stays away from us. Your duty is to protect the innocent. My duty is to my family, and that means not getting myself killed trying to fight a one-man war against Moira. And the extra coin comes in handy. It's just been hard living in Neverwinter. Everyone's still recovering from the last war. Besides, Moira already got half the watch in her pocket. My taken from her doesn't make a bit of difference. And how would your family feel if they knew you had been corrupted? They wouldn't be pleased to hear it. But what can I do about it? I can't walk up to Moira and give her a coin back, can I?
About
Turn the gold over.
He was a double agent. Ross, like, think, perhaps he might.
Yeah, we could do that. Well, how about this? You can come let us know if you hear anything of Moira's people or planning something. Now, there's an idea. A little risky if anyone finds out, but I've been tipping you off, though. Don't worry. I'll keep your secret safe. Actually, I believe you can, at that. All right. I'll slip word in Moira's activities to you, and you keep up Moira's gold. All good compromise. Now, if you don't mind, I think we're done having this talk. I need a patrol to finish anyhow. Speaking of thugs, what are these brutes doing? Reggie?
I'm on my way, sir.
We might have to smack some more people.
Keep moving.
Right, you go.
If you don't stop talking and help me push, we'd already be there.
Do you need
conversing
some
with-
assistance?
That won't be necessary. We've got things under control here.
Oh, just, moving, that's all. Just moving our things.
Well, you won't mind if I take a look inside then?
We'd rather you didn't. Personal things, kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, well, this would go a lot smoother if you just show me what's in there.
No way. I've worked too long and hard to let some hound ruin it for me.
We're so good at this diplomacy thing.
I've never fought a hound before. Let's see if they're as soft as everybody says.
For Mare Delane and all within it.
Well, you weren't wrong. Seem like they, can't see reason and rather throw their lives away.
You ready?
Indeed.
Yes! Ha! Yes! Take that! Try me! Take that! Take that! Take that!
Well, that was unfortunate.
Indeed.
What do they have in their cart? Oh my, Reggie. A wand, some magic bullets, a bunch of money, and some blood and some gems. They really were naughty people after all.
Nicely found, sir. Look, Oops. Oof. Funny.
Indeed.
Do have a level up to do here, so don't mind.
Oh, I don't. No, take your time.
Tumble. Go. Lock. Most important thing first. Disable device.
I don't know if you
Alright,
made it, but I finished Avowed today, man.
You finished it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice. How was it?
It's good. I like that it's the characters are much more characters than generic faces. Like everyone keeps trying to compare it with Skyrim, and I think it's stupid. They focus on different things.
So, I'm going to be taking Daring Outlaw. Okay? What this does is your rogue, ninja, and swashbuckler levels also stack for the purpose of determining your sneak attack bonus damage.
Good.
So I get
That's gonna help.
extra benefits. Lots more damage. Lots.
Yeah.
An extra 2d6 on sneak attacks.
That's going to be huge help. But that's what I like about it, is that it has character. Like the NPCs that are actually feel like they're actual characters. They're actually, played, where a lot of the Elder Scrolls games, I love them, just the characters tend to be a lot more one-dimensional. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Generic. And that's not insulting Elder Scrolls. I love the games. I played them a lot. But that doesn't mean I feel like, oh, what are these guys? This guy's a name. Trent Vandal. Let's talk with this guy. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Look at this, an actual watchman on patrol. What? He means us, girl. Oh, good. Keep forgetting. How about having a drink with us, watchman? Relax a little. Thank you, but I'll have to decline. Could you take your drinks inside, please? Oh, it's too bad. Special blend from Gormir. It'd be hard-pressed to find an ale as good as this Neverwinter. Ale now, consider rather an expert on fine ales there, lad. I'll be me tasting, that's for sure. The city does have a law against loitering, right? Really? I didn't know that. Grew up in Cornmere myself, only been here at Neverwinter a few months. Cormire must have been a long journey. I've never had an easier journey. I grant you that our caravan had a few close calls, but the guards saw us through safely enough. Look at this fine bit of free time I've had since coming to Neverwinter. All the reconstruction work keep us pretty busy. It's satisfying work, but it's backbreaking. We just have one night to relax out here. Promise we won't cause any problems. I think I have more diplomacy. Look, my work is as important to me as yours is to you. So could you help me out and just take it inside? All right. I know how it is. No trouble. Come on, everyone. We'll go back inside and let the watch do their jobs in peace. Yay!
Finally, someone who has a bit of sense.
Well, I mean, I understand he wants to be outside, but there's, we know there's thugs about. Like this one over here. Oh, you see something over there? You seem to be running. We'll go over there. It's fine.
Yeah. And around.
Reggie. Look at these thugs over here.
Yes,
They got a
yes,
wizard with them.
Probably deal with that.
Hello, friends. Please go inside.
This way.
Nope.
The land is against you.
Look, it's not. Apparently they can't, Take reason. Can't have reason around here. Oh, this is
Well,
increased my damage by quite a lot.
no kidding. Well, Reggie, apparently our nightly duties aren't exactly gone, dull, that's for sure.
Yeah, you want to rest up for 5 minutes, or?
I'm alright. Apparently you decided to listen in on those folks.
I mean, I
Not
was just
asking you
walking
to
by.
Do anything violent, Sergeant. In fact, we're offering to pay you more than you've men would make in the entire week, just to end your shift a little early.
I'll let you do the watch.
That's a lot to offer for such a simple favor. Why so much?
Because we respect you, Sergeant, and the hard work, you receive a little extra. And now we're in combat from behind us.
Of course.
While we're in dialogue. Have fun, Elenine. We can't get out of dialogue. Think of it as a gift for your dedication.
Who are these men, Sergeant? That is an excellent question, Watchman. I'd like to know as well before our discussion proceeds any further.
We're merely travelers from Luskan, who are impressed with the work of the City Watch and wish to offer a gift.
Luskan? Who let you into Neverwinter?
Luskan and Neverwinter are currently at peace. We know each other. Watchmen, our presence here should be no cause for alarm. If you wish to discuss politics some other time, I would be more than willing to oblige. For now, however, I have business transaction to complete with the sergeant, if you don't mind.
Well, I'm always concerned when someone attempts to bribe the city. What? I haven't
City
agreed
Watch.
to anything. Don't be lumping me in with all the other turncoats.
I'm shocked, even offended, that you'd suggest such a thing. I'm merely offering a gift to a hard-working member of the Watch, in gratitude for the security that they bring to the fair city.
Well, elsewhere in the world, and indeed anywhere around Neverwinter and the legal ramifications of everything, there is this thing that is called the law. And in the words of the law, that is a bribe, sir. Which I would like to state again, I haven't accepted. Well, you seem to be an honourable man, Sergeant. Do the right thing. Right, taking this gift makes me just as bad as the other turncoats. Much as I appreciate the gesture, good sir, I must refuse your offer.
This is unfortunate. You and your men will not be at this post at the given time. I assure you. Kill them all. Dispose of the evidence. This hadn't been what we planned, but it'll be far more enjoyable than these Neverwinter hounds on our plates.
Wow. Wow.
So now we have Elanine in the back fighting a thug, and a thug. And we have a thug, and a thug here.
Yeah, well, we'll deal with these ones first. Maybe we bring Elanine over.
No.
Yes.
I would say Sinishka to
I
help
think we've had
her.
enough of this one.
And the three of us will deal with these ones.
Okay. Cool.
Ready?
Yep.
Why did you not cast the spell? I literally had you casting the spell and you just stopped.
Nishka's down.
Shocker.
Have you done?
Oh, sorry, Alan.
Why did it not heal the Watchman? Alright, now. Oh. The war's barely over and the Luskins already looking to cause trouble again. I thought all their troubles with Rotham would be enough to keep the Luskins out of our city, but here they are, crawling back into the harbor like rats off a sinking ship. I'm glad you're here to back us up. You won't tell anyone about what I said before the fight, will you?
Well,
Would you? I understand. You saw me falter. Still, I didn't take the coin. You must believe me when I say I haven't. I've yet to give in. And after what's happened here, you can bet I won't be tempted again.
he seems like a good man.
Remember that people get hurt when Watchman turns his back. Speak the truth. Who knows what the Luskins would have gotten done if I'd taken their tainted gold.
Indeed, indeed.
Have a safe patrol, Watchman. Remember what happened to you.
Oh, I won't
Yeah.
be getting any of them soon. Alright, let's go find our comrades.
Your death has been.
That's all you got?
You shall soon trouble no one.
Oh, behind us. I can't move. There it goes. It wasn't letting me click. Oh, because you're picking the bag. Back behind us, they're under attack again by some more thugs. Apparently, Luskin thugs are everywhere.
My oh my.
Yeah, a lot of them.
They've been well paid too.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think this is another one. Let me quickly,
Yeah, rest up.
Yeah, I'm worried that maybe these guys are turncoats, since apparently some are. We found one that was, but it's going to be a double turncoat. We found one who barely resisted. What do you want? You sound bored. I
It's busy ever it is. Is there something you wanted? You see anything suspicious tonight? Okay, a watchman more interested in talking than fish his patrol and staying out of trouble. Wait, you're the new recruit, aren't you? Yeah, I saw you over at the station. You looking to make some extra gold? And how would you suggest we do that? There's a secret of staying safe during the shifts. Well, first is not going looking for trouble, of course. Pick guard duty if you ever have a chance. And the other secret? The other secret makes the night friends. Some of my friends really interested in not being seen. So interested in that, they'll pay good coin to make sure of it. I could put in touch with some of them if you're interested. What are you saying exactly? I'm saying that you can almost double the amount of the Watchers pays us by agreeing to look the other way. You know, staying out of certain people's business. You sound like an expert on this. Maybe. Look, you're new. I'm just trying to show you the ropes. Help you out a little bit. So you've taken bribes. I prefer to think of it as life insurance. I stay out of their way, make a little gold on the side, and it keeps me living. The same offer comes to you. I suggest you take it. Make the job a lot safer, and I know what I mean. I've got an offer for you. Yeah, this should be interesting. Let's hear it.
Arrest him.
You're under arrest. Come quietly and you won't get hurt. Doesn't look like you'll be living long enough for the night for the job, and I thought I was going to be a boring shift.
That's it for you!
Take that!
There we go. Wanted to get him off me so I could pop the dog in.
You shall soon trouble no one again.
Well, we're gonna have to tell Cormac that he has a few less watchmen to worry about.
They weren't loyal anyway.
Yep. Ain't that the truth? All right. Well, was that the last one, or do we have one more? I think we have one more. Where is it?
Down this way.
Oh, up here, maybe? Nope, but you ran into another one.
There's some mages over here.
Ladies, please, there's no call to lose our tempers over this.
Temper? I haven't even gotten warmed up yet.
Being able to keep a rein on your spells is a sign of discipline, Quara. Something you could never master.
And the instructors aren't here to shield you. Go on, set fire to this whole street and this sad tavern, and you'll never be able to return to the academy, let alone Neverwinter.
As if I'd want to stay in that prison with you high-nosed witches for another year.
You're right. Here among the docks is where you belong, peddling yourself for cheap coin.
Wow! Someone get me a tankard. This is going to get good.
What in the nine hells did I do to deserve that? Oh, thank the gods you've arrived. Do something. These ladies are about to start throwing spells outside my establishment.
Well, Reggie.
All right, let me see
Whatever
what I can
do it quick. They won't be able to ferry enough water from the harbor to put out a blaze if things get out of hand.
Heatha, I think members of the Watch are here.
Friends of yours, Quara? Sent to bail you out, perhaps?
I don't need anyone's help to turn you into ash.
Okay. If any of you cast spells here, you'll be breaking the law. Forced to
This
arrest
is
you.
not your concern. Quara has threatened us for the last time, and we will stand for it no longer.
Yeah, if Quara's so superior to us, then I say let her prove it, without the Academy instructors stepping in to stop things.
The instructors? They never stopped me before. You always went running to them, not me. I've heard every word you've said about me. Always talking behind my back, ridiculing me, just because it takes you a shoreman's hour to cast a cantrip.
And you think setting fire to a stable while casting yours is any better, Quara? I practice restraint, not showy, excessive displays.
Yeah, Heatha is simply cautious in her
hardly
craft. You're the dangerous one,
defines
Quara.
restraint, young
If you
lady.
knew how dangerous I was, then you should have known better than to push me this far.
Oh, crap. Why am I the one that gets the diplomacy check?
Because you run ahead.
They're just exploring a safe city.
I never said it was safe.
Was the last time I came here.
It's about the
Well,
same.
I'm sure that there is another way to work this out.
I would not intervene if I were you, else we'll
Wow.
be forced to stop you as well. We are wizards, you know.
Yes, wizards, from the Academy. But we don't want any trouble with you. Just Quara.
Well, any fight here means you're fighting me and all my friends.
Heatha, I don't want to be cast out of the Academy if we're arrested.
Very well. This isn't worth it. You're fortunate this time, Quara. Next time, you'd better not let us catch you outside the Academy walls. Come, Glenna. I think we've smelled enough of the docks for one day.
I didn't need your help. Those wizards had it coming.
Did they? Sounds to me like you were quick to insult
Those
them back.
noble-born wannabe mages are just jealous. They don't like the fact that I can summon more power from my thumb than they can with a day's worth of concentration. They're always staring into their tomes and books, trying to categorize magic. It's a waste of time. It just is. And either you understand it or you don't. It's instinct.
Well,
Like a
I'm not sure if
sorceress,
they're
not
aware
like a
of this.
wizard.
Yes, there are different forms of learning magic. Some people reach in within themselves without the need for study. Some need to study. But studying magic is probably a good idea, either way.
Well, the thing is, I'm not a part of the Academy anymore. I quit. Sort of. After burning down the stable.
Last, you should have thought of that before starting a fight outside the flagon, and the damage you caused before they even showed up.
It's the wood you use in the rafters. It sets fire easily. Sorry about that.
Sorry? Oh, lass, I wasn't asking for an apology. You'll be paying me back, you will, for all my lost business, for a tarnished reputation, and for putting me and my kin in danger like that.
What? I'm not working for either of you, ever.
So you're not going to own up to your crimes then?
I am. Now get out of my way. I'm not paying for a thing.
No, lass, you will. Or by gods, you'll bring down a fury from me like you've never seen. And not only that, if you don't, you'll be proving those other girls right. I don't think you're willing to admit you don't have discipline, restraint, or a sense of responsibility, like they claim to have. Besides, I doubt you'll be welcome back at the Academy.
What do we think, companions? Do you think that this woman could be potentially useful, even in her state of blind rage?
I mean, it's up to you, but I think she's a bit of a loose cannon.
I'd agree.
You've traveled more than I have, friend, so I would trust your judgment on this endeavor more than my own. Like I said, I've not been around as much as you.
I think we would have to keep a sharp eye on that one if she was to be involved. Let's see what she thinks, at least. Maybe she'd be willing to at least entertain the idea of calming the heck down.
You want me to help you? Fine, but I warn you, you may not be able to handle me. But if you want to take a demon by the horns, then fine.
Funny you should mention that.
Admit to being a demon? Seem to already have
Basically.
one.
Right? Sergeant.
So anyway, I told him to get another watchman and help him out, and that's where we not leaving our post. Then he says everyone wants the watch to help, but they won't increase their pay. How's patrol going? Not too rough, I hope. Why do you ask? Word is on the street is that Caleb's been hacking. I hear his men are rutting loose and stealing anything that isn't nailed down. Without someone keeping them on this leash, you can imagine the rough is going to be out there tonight. Damore's blessed me, though. I've got guard post duty all the way to get me out here. I'm going to sit here and stay alive until my shift is over. And that is one of the 8 reasons that Moria's gang controlling the districts. That's so. Don't see why I should risk my neck. No one done anything about the watch, and we're working for our gang.
If you know who they
do you know who the turncoats are? I got my suspicions, but no proof. Why should I care? The officers won't do anything about it, and I'm not going to start. Still, if we're up in me, I would shake every turncoat and lock them up. I'm still one man, and it's not going to happen. You know, changes do have to start somewhere. Sure, just as soon as I'm given the order. Otherwise, I'm just going to do what I'm told and collect my pay. Look, I don't have to tell me something needs to be done about watchmen getting paid. Look the other way. All I'm saying is, I'm not about to cause trouble. I can't trust people at the top to stand by things get rough. Now, I'm going to enjoy our little talk, but you got rounds, you know, better you than me. That's all I have to say. Spineless
got more
guppy.
sense than some of them, that's for sure. Perhaps we should talk to Cormac and see if we can potentially have them increase their pay, even just by a few silver here and there.
Get him, Wolf. Reggie, are you all right?
That's it for you. Take that.
You seem to be frozen.
Oh, just taking forever to attack.
Okay.
Sure, I can do that.
Let us attack.
Well, they definitely are well-funded crooks.
Yes, indeed, they are.
Let's see if anyone's back in Caleb's hold. Worried those blasted thugs will be back. Oh, look, how delightful.
How the nine hells he's put up quite a fight for an old man. Who's down now? Quick, take the gold before someone shows up. Oh, you're in serious trouble. Listen to this one. He thinks he can be scared off by a hound.
Silver's talking. I'm not sure what she.
Let's see if the hound can put up as much of a fight as this old man. Good grief. Immediately, let's fight.
Oh, I'm around the corner. It's going to take me a second to get there.
Take that!
Are we?
Well,
When you asked about the girl,
oh, Quora.
alright, weren't sure whether it was best to ask her to leave or to potentially see if she would help us out. Yeah. Certainly, I don't think we want her in our party right at the moment.
Oh, more thugs.
Actually,
That's it for you. Take that.
It looks like there's another mage back there, too.
there's other problems as well, sir. It looks like the barracks over there is on fire.
Indeed.
It's one problem at a time.
Indeed. We can't exactly go and help if we're dead.
My weapon is useless against this one. My weapon is useless against this one.
Let's see if we can help out.
Indeed. Have to stick with one step at a time. Keep those buckets moving, man! Oh, go for it.
Yeah. Make sure the rest of this district doesn't end up in flames as well. Anything I can do to help? You can ask Captain Brelena to let us do our job. The City Watch can't let this go. If we do, the city belongs to them. Well, what do you mean? The good captain has been too timid out here, afraid to clamp down on a district, and this is what her caution has brought us. Moira strikes at us whenever she pleases, and now Lieutenant Rowe has been lost to this blaze along with a number of our brothers. Look, we're busy here right now. If you're looking for new orders, Marshal Cormac is over at the merchant quarter speaking with Captain Brelena. Who knows, maybe after this the Marshal will finally be able to convince the good captain we need to act. So, we can't help you get water onto this? No? You have a create water spell? Righto, let's go then. Let them know it's on fire and perhaps they can help. Merchant quarter. Oh, jeez.
Coming back to the city was a mistake, Nishka. You didn't think you'd slip in unnoticed, did you?
No, I'm just surprised it took you this long to notice. So who's wasting their money on you this time, Benin?
It's you again, my friend.
Yeah. Well, my friend here is in the employ of the City Watch, so, got a problem with her, you'll have to speak with them.
You don't mind? I'd like to leave the Watch out of this. And I'm still waiting for an answer. You're too stupid to come here on your own. So who sent you?
Leldon's still got a bounty out on you, Goat Girl. He's even upped the price for those horns.
What's this all about then?
Old
Who's
partner
this
of mine blames
Leldon?
me for everything. He's apparently still got plenty of gold to waste too. So what'll it be, Benin? Run now, or let me remove that empty head from your neck?
Brave talk, girl, but your luck's run out. I'm gonna send you back to the Nine Hells, where your kind belongs.
Hey, home is where the heart is. And I'm staying right here in Neverwinter.
I'm so confused about her. Like,
another fight.
first she's like going to freaking south, and then she wants to go to Neverwinter, and then it's so confusing.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Looks like Leldon's in
Guess
for
what
more
happens when I give him
disappointment.
fire and he
That
does
was fun.
cleave?
That's the spirit. A little battle was all
Cleaving
we
fire
need to get the
damage.
blood pumping. Almost wish they lasted a little longer.
I can't say number 2 at this point.
No.
So I take it this Leldon is not a friend of yours.
Leldon still can't admit that he's the second best thief in Neverwinter. He's taken things a little too personally, if you ask me.
There's more to this if he's trying to kill you.
Well, Leldon and I pulled a job about a year ago. Big haul, too. You should have been there. I was brilliant. So we get back to our hideout and start to divide up the loot, and that's when old Leldon demands a bigger share.
You thought you deserved more than he did?
I'm the one who got us past the guards and past the trap at the vault. Leldon was just baggage. He claims he planned it all. Not much of a plan if you don't know the guard patrol routes or that the vault is trapped. If it weren't for me, he would have never have gotten past the front door.
So why is he trying to kill you?
So anyway, there's Leldon demanding a bigger share, and he's definitely planned this part out. He's hired Benin and his boys as muscle to make sure I agree. Well, the odds weren't in my favor. I'm delicate, you know. So Leldon and I argued for a bit, but I wasn't gonna win that one, so I got my tail out of there before Benin got antsy. What's worse is they didn't just take my share. They took everything I had. And I wasn't in much of a position to argue, you know?
So they robbed you and now they want to kill you. That seems odd.
Oh, well, I couldn't just let things stand as they were. I mean, I am the best. Leldon's good, and he gets lucky sometimes, but he can't hold a torch to me. So I broke back into his place, stole all the loot, every last copper, and left a note explaining to him how I got past each one of his traps. I didn't get everything they stole back, especially some of the more precious things. But Leldon probably sold them by now anyway. Too bad. And still, I got back way more than my share.
And what happened to all this money?
Well, you know, a few coins here, a few coins there. It adds up. I have expenses. And stuff.
So, it seems that you are not as wise as you think that you are. You pretend to be... Don't even pretend very hard, so...
All right, let's go.
Right. The sooner we get distance between us and this mess, the better. Lead on.
This girl... You know, her and Quara would do well together. They're both a couple of live wires that can't seem to get anything done properly.
End up burning the whole city down, if you ask me.
Oh, there's some thugs down this way. Oh, stinking roguish type villains. What kind of problems are you causing here, you stinking thugs? Hey, what I'm trying to say is, you miserable little gnome, is that we're going to break every item in your inventory unless you pay us money.
Oh, you're looking for protection money? Well, why didn't you just say so instead of yamming on about broken dishes?
Let me run there, true boss. This ain't worth it. Moira will make us deal with her regularly if we take her money. Everyone, drop your weapons and turn around slowly. Ah, this is Tiwa. Oh. Yeah, go.
All right. No problem, officer. These gentlemen were clarifying a few things for me. Nothing to worry yourself over.
Right, just a little disagreement. Go and find yourself somewhere else to bother, hound. You will speak to the watch with respect. Moira controls the docks. We work for her. You should be giving us respect, hound.
Please, there's no need for violence. Everything is just fine here, truly. I've actually been looking forward to this day.
What they're doing is illegal.
The law is what it is, and no one can ever accuse me of being anything but law-abiding. Perhaps I'll be able to do business with one of your rivals instead, gentlemen.
You shouldn't have walked away when you had a chance, hound. I'm not gonna let you walk away. Just take care of the hound, boys. You know, stay where you are. We're not through with you yet.
For Maryland and all within it. For Maryland and all within it.
Bring it here!
What's up?
Oh, just how they're all like following you and getting all of the sneak attacks. They handed Kelgar a new asshole, right?
Wow, they're really doing some number. How are you on health? You're okay. You should talk me up though. Well,
She's just like, can't pursue my wares.
yeah. After that, she's just like, "Hey, you want to buy stuff?" Okay. Ooh. Does have some decent stuff though, just not cheap.
Who is carrying our gems at the moment?
Currently, I am.
Alright, let's head up. Try and find these guardsmen.
I do think, Reggie, that this Moira will probably not be too thrilled with us, seeing as we've eradicated everyone associated with her thus far in this district. But hey, it should be better for trade, for your family's relations here, to ensure you don't have, vile scum mucking up the works in the city.
Indeed. It's probably about time for a break here too, shall we?
Yeah. I figured we'd go through and let it load when you're ready, and then we'll call it as it's loading.
Yeah, sounds good.
You ready to go through?
Yeah.
All right, chat. We're going to take a quick, short break and be right back with our travel into the merchant quarter. Join us in about 5-10 minutes. We'll see you then.
good.
We just have to relabel your stream ASMR, Matt, and then you can crunch on stream all you want.
Oh yeah, everyone gets turned on by the sound of crunching.
Hey, I've heard people get turned on or enjoy the sound of like a belt buckle or pickle or like there's some really weird crap.
I can understand a belt buckle. Yeah, that's fine.
No.
Some. Yes, very strange. All right, so looking at the map here.
No ASMR. None of it. Oh, great. More thugs. You ready? We're gonna fight again. Because why not?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't this.
I'm disappointed. I thought you'd be harder to find than this, Nishka. Leldon's been after you for some time now.
If I didn't want to be found, you'd still be stumbling around in the dark, Tremel. Tell Leldon to back off, or I'll be coming for him.
Yes, just go away.
Why do I get the feeling you know everyone in the city better than you're letting on?
It's not like these people are my friends or anything.
Leldon's not just paying me gold for this. He's also bringing me in as his partner, just as soon as I bring him your horns.
You're doing this to become Leldon's partner? Trust me, I'll be doing you a favor, killing you.
Excuse me? Such nonsense. I wonder if we're going to be better off with that fire mage, honestly. I want to kill everyone.
I mean, do we want to fight rogues or wizards?
I don't know. Let's deal with this anyway.
Last chance to walk away.
You're acting like this is some kind of choice. You're all marked, and I intend to collect. Come on, demon girl. Let's see if you're as hard to kill as they say.
Ha! No.
Oh.
Take that!
You shall soon.
Take that!
Leldon's more obsessed than I thought. I wonder how many of his goons will have to carve up before he gets wise.
Oh, good grief, woman. I think we better pay this Leldon a visit and kick in his teeth or something to get this to end.
I guess you're right. As much as I'm enjoying tweaking his nose, Leldon's getting out of hand.
I'm not certain Leldon is the one we need to worry about. At least he makes his grievances plain.
I agree
He'll be
with
ready,
her.
though. Since he knows I'm here, he's got to know that I'll be coming for him.
I mean, I did say speak with him. I didn't say we need to go in guns blazing. We need to let the Watch know. We don't want to break any laws while we're here. It's their city.
I don't plan to kill him. This'll be too much fun to ruin it by killing him. Look, Leldon's not going to give up. Trust me, he was my partner. I know him. He's got a soft spot, though. There's this coin of his that he thinks is lucky. He always has it with him on jobs. Couldn't stop playing with it. Real annoying. He's probably got it well protected, too. So I want to steal it out from under his
really
nose.
Annoying.
A half-demon girl.
Indeed.
And what would that accomplish?
If theft got you and us in this trouble to begin with, I fail to see how it will solve matters by stealing again.
Don't you see? If I can get my hands on that coin, he might give up. After all, without it, his plans will always fail. At least he thinks so.
I don't know.
I don't think it's even a plan. It doesn't even make sense.
I prove I'm better than he is by getting around his guards and traps. He gets worried, loses his nerves, and the attacks stop. What's not to like?
I'll tell you what's not to like. Anyone willing to resort to murder over a theft isn't likely to stop because it's done to them a second time. And furthermore, it has nothing to do with why we're here in the city. Not at all. If we want to do something, we should seek out the druid lore masters in Neverwinter Wood, as I suggested.
Oh, so is that your problem? That we're not doing what you want to do? Maybe you haven't thought of this, but maybe there's a reason you haven't come across any druids. Have you thought of that? Maybe they're all gone, or in hiding, or they just gave up their duties, kind of like you have by being in the city. I mean, why are you even here? Huh? Why?
Perhaps we can all take a deep breath.
Let's calm down. Two of you need to stop. We are in the middle of the streets and we got a lot of things going on.
No, she deserves an answer. You are right, of course. I should not be here. But I do not know where else to go, and the only clues as to what may have happened to my circle may lie with those shards. So yes, I do not wish to be in this city. I do not wish to be a burden, but I do not know what else to do to help. All I can think of is seeking out the druids in case they know what we can do. But I will go along with whatever our leader decides. If we help you, so be it. If not, then I will stand by that decision as well.
Well, all right. Maybe I wasn't explaining it well enough. But if we grab that coin from Leldon's stash, well, at least we'll have something to bargain with. He really likes that coin.
I will let you try it your way, but the rest of us need to sit this out, right?
Thanks. And believe me, I know what I'm doing. I've already told you I won't let anything happen to you.
And where do you find Leldon?
It's been a while since I was in the city last. I doubt any of my old contacts will want to talk. Looks like Leldon's got some influence in this district. Ofala would know where he is, though. She knows just about everything that goes on here and in Black Lake. Yeah, she might be able to help us. We should go talk to her.
Who's Ofala?
She owns the Moonstone Mask here in the Merchant Quarter. It used to be a place for people who, needed some privacy. Anyway, she knows about pretty much anything that goes on in the district.
Yeah.
Not surprising, considering the kind of place the Moonstone Mask used to be. I'd prefer to torture the information out of Leldon's thugs. But I guess this way is easier.
Excuse
and
me?
not as messy.
Excuse me. Did she...
I cannot carry this weight and still move.
I'm ready to cut her loose right here and now after hearing that. Torture is against the law. And against all of my codes of conduct. If she promises not to torture him, we go through with her plan. Then she can go and do whatever else she needs to do.
She's a bit feisty, that one. That's for certain.
Alright, give me a minute. I'm gonna see if this is ready.
Yeah?
Everyone, follow me!
Follow me and quickly.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
They're not yet.
Not quite ready, but it will be in a moment. Alright. Peace. Torture.
Yeah.
I'm over encumbered now. I can't really make use of that studded leather. Can you make use of it?
No. I think it's the same. I think what I'm wearing is considered studded leather.
So I guess we'll get Kelgar to...
AC3, Dex 5. Is that what it is?
Yeah. It is 3, 5, but it's got a +1.
This has a +1 as well, and also has spell immunity to Charm Person and Dominate.
Oh. In that case, it's a lot better.
Just showing everyone around the city while you sort that out. I'm going to go to the City Watch first. You ready?
Yeah.
Captain.
So, Cormac tells me you're largely responsible for clearing the docks of undesirables. In an uncompromising fashion, it seems your approach has only provoked Moya's gang into retaliating. Last night, they attacked the Watch directly.
The cowards put one of our posts to the torch, killed Lieutenant Rowe. They attacked us for doing our duty.
The lieutenant was a good man. His post at the docks was a difficult one, but he kept the peace, with an understanding that perhaps too much justice only causes more unrest.
He was too soft on them. I say we get the Watch to round up every bastard at the docks until we get these killers.
The Watch will act, Marshal, but more force will not root them out. We will need time and patience. We need to rebuild our presence in the docks and send the message to Moya and her cutthroats that we will not back down. To do this, we need someone with unflinching dedication to the laws of Neverwinter. And that is why I summoned you here. I would like you to take Lieutenant Rowe's place. Despite your foul approach to the situation at the docks, I think your promotion will send a strong message to the lower and upper quarters of the city.
My foul? What do you mean my foul approach? Rude. I'm honored by the request, Captain. And any chance to serve Neverwinter.
Very well. I think the Watch will benefit from your experience. And your social graces, it seems. Marshal Cormac has told me of your interest in Black Lake. You may wish to reconsider your intention to go there. Perhaps you haven't heard of the murders there. Another nobleman has been killed. Gentry was but the first. I will permit only the most trusted of the Watch to enter Black Lake. Serve me well, and I shall grant you access, but not before.
So, you want me to send a message? Send me after Moira and her gang?
I think that will be more difficult than it seems, but yes, it is no easy task. But all I have seen and heard tells me you are the one for the job.
It is for the honor of the Watch. If those killers get away with what was done last night, then any one of us could be next.
Cormac speaks truly. Moya and her men must be dealt with, and the Watch can show no weakness. Steps must be taken.
We'll Neverwinter then.
We cannot attack Moya's gang directly. They have no base. So we must target their operations instead. Bleed them of gold and men until they have nothing left. The situation at the docks is in danger of becoming worse. What was at first opposition from Moya and her gang is threatening to become all-out war. I had thought they would not risk drawing blades against us in the streets. But through our informants, we've discovered that they are actually smuggling in a cache of weapons to do just that. They're planning for a fight. And if the reports on the number of weapons coming in are true, then the Watch will quickly be outmatched.
Very well. You want me to do about it? My orders are...
Stop the shipment and put an end to the smuggling for good.
You are the only one we can trust for the job. Many of the Watch in the Docks district tend to turn a blind eye when coin is involved.
And they should be rounded up as well.
One problem at a time, Cormac. By the time we've dealt with the smuggling, perhaps then the costs of the Neverwinter reconstruction will be reduced, which should allow us to pay watchmen their rightful salary.
Oh, indeed. Because it is the lack of coin, not loyalty. That is the problem. Is that it? Maybe your eyes are blinded by coin too, Captain?
You are the short-sighted one, and your blindness is that of a stubborn mule. This is not a black and white matter, Cormac. The docks are the only revenue source from trade we have. We cannot even patrol the roads for merchants to feel safe. So we need every watchman, even if only as a presence there.
We do not need those scarecrows. Those turncloaks are boils on Neverwinter's name, and they'll give every thief in the city an open door to our throat. If we allow them to become any more blind for every gold coin, we might as well throw down weapons now.
And what do you propose, Cormac? With the funds being diverted to reconstruction, the pittance a watchman makes is temptation for anyone to look for gold elsewhere. We must make do until reconstruction is finished, no matter what it takes.
If they are taking bribes from one, what's to say they're not going to take bribes from another? I do think it'd be best for them to not be a stain.
At least someone is speaking sense.
Silence, Cormac. Enough of this. I think we can at least agree on who should tackle this matter. Lieutenant, you have proven yourself to us, and you have done so at great personal risk, as you are no doubt marked for death by Moya and her gang.
Just another one. Guess I'll have to go find her and drag her back here then.
Excellent. Now, I cannot say it won't be dangerous, but stopping this operation may come with benefits. Whatever you confiscate from the smuggled goods can be used to build up the presence of the Watch in the Docks district.
And any watchman found aiding these thugs should be dealt with. We need no division in our ranks.
The smuggling operation is your assignment, Lieutenant. I want that dealt with. Once the smugglers at the docks have been brought to justice, I think we will need to fear little in the way of future bribery attempts. Although there are times when bribery can work to our advantage as well.
Our informant left word that the shipment will be smuggled through the back alley in the docks. We need you to go in and stop the weapons from reaching their destination.
Be careful once you're in. The back alley is infested with petty criminals and alley bashers. Now hurry. That shipment must be stopped.
This is an example of when games do things right. We only have that informant because we chose to have the informant.
Yeah, and the characters, even the ones in control, disagree with each other, but not enough that they're going to get in each other's way.
Yeah, but that's good characters.
Alright,
like they
I'm
both
going to mute
care about what they're saying. They both have perspective. Yeah, you can go ahead and mute. And they both have, like, they believe in what they're saying. And they have sound logic instead of not, right? That both sides have very good arguments.
My Lord Nasher, I came as soon as I received your summons.
Ah, Sir Naval.
We were just speaking of you. These men are from the Trade Guild, and I was telling them of the Watch's successes at the docks. And they were about to tell me of their renewed efforts to ensure new ships in the harbor this season, to compensate for the loss of overland travel.
The season has been a lean one for Neverwinter, my lord. The citizens will be pleased to see more ships in the harbor and the cargo they bring.
Quite right. Thank you for your efforts, Sir Naval. Congratulations are in order for you and the Nine.
My Lord Nasher, I shall pass along your praise to the Watch. I believe much of their recent success is the result of our new recruits.
So be it, Naval. After the war with Luskan and the Plague, it is good we can finally turn our attention to where it belongs, and the certain matter of back taxes owed at the harbor.
Of course, my Lord Nasher. With your leave, I will return to my duties.
You may go, Naval. After all, the Guild and I have much to discuss.
I will say the Neverwinter 9 outfit does look pretty cool. All right. So we need to find back alley, right? Yeah. Remember things here. We'll do the other stuff later. Kelgar wants to go tier merchant, Moonstone Mask for Ishka, things like that. So we'll focus on the main quest for now. I am actually really hoping they do an enhanced edition on this. That would be fun. How are you doing, chat? Well,
I think I heard correctly too that Oblivion's getting an official, like, I don't know if it's a full remaster, but it's like a re-release.
We came at once when we received your summons, Lord Garius. At such distances, I did not realize your aspect could...
Shadows grant many gifts, Torio, but time is short, and the longer we speak, the greater the chance of detection. Torio informed me of your troubles in infiltrating Black Lake Lawn, so I am sending assistance. Has she? The Sea Ghost sails from Luskan to the docks of Neverwinter, carrying allies of our cause.
Allies, my lord?
Yes. I have dispatched agents to assist your infiltration of Black Lake, Torio. Unless you disagree.
Not at all. But I had hoped for the chance to see to the matter personally, without...
I only need more time, my lord. I will find a way past Black Lake's walls. No, Lorne. You will be needed elsewhere to deliver a message for me to our other allies to the east. I could spare one of the Circle of Blades, my lord. They are eager for work, both in infiltrating Black Lake or sending word to the orcs. No, it is not an assassination I need, Lorne. Only your presence. You will be escorting some of our priest allies, who, like the orcs, require a more... personal touch. We are sending the shadow priests to Old Owlwell? As for you, Torio, watch for the Sea Ghost. I shall be in contact with you shortly before its arrival.
Well, that's troubling. Yeah, I've heard that it is getting one, but I'm going to hold off on believing it till I actually see an announcement from the actual company, which I have not.
Yeah. I mean, we know that Sky Oblivion and Skywind are on their way, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Right. No, I got that. We want to talk to our friend? These skis have scuttled into hiding. Barely enough trouble to shake a sword out nowadays. Farewell.
Don't think you're gonna talk your way out of this one, Wolf. This is our territory, and your little army of beggar children has to pay its due.
Us kids are just sticking together, trying to make a living. But we don't bow to no one.
You're going to work for us now, boy.
Please, Da, don't beat me. I promise I won't drop the basket again.
What?
I try my best, honest I do. Just don't beat me like Emma. She can barely walk on that leg now.
Look at the poor boy. Someone ought to...
It's not like that at all. This boy is well, he's a thief.
Poor Emma can barely walk. Priests of Chatua say she'll always have a limp.
It's so sad. She loved to run, but she broke a pot. And you don't do that in our household. No, sir.
It's really not like that at all. He's playing you all for fools.
I'm not going to stand by and watch you hurt this child. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
We'll talk again, Wolf. This isn't over.
That's right. You run. Are you all right, lad?
I'll be fine thanks to you, kind strangers. Especially you.
All right, you ready? Go through some more gates, another transition, because, you know, we need all the transitions. Because of Skyblivion, I'm less excited about an Oblivion remaster. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, while, you know, it's not the official team, we're talking about professional level modders that have been at this for,
oh yeah,
how long now? 6 years?
Yeah, plus.
But most helpful, Watchmen. Consider this gold a gift from friends. Something to show your appreciation for your work.
But we're just doing our duty, keeping the peace.
That's what I like to hear, remember? Let no one pass you. It's for their own protection.
Don't worry, we'll keep an eye open. Drop right there. Area's oh, sorry, didn't notice the uniform.
And who is that man you're taking to?
A grateful citizen expressing their appreciation for the work of the Watch does. Looked to me like you're taking a bribe. Well, now, it's dark out. Your eyes must be playing tricks on you. An honest member of the Watch would never accept a bribe. Things are just fine. We won't be needing any extra watchmen tonight. Why don't you go find somewhere to relax in your shift, and we won't say anything.
Well, that's kind of you, but I have things to take care of here.
Look, I'm trying to be nice, but we don't need you. I'm sure Cormac and Brenna could find another duties for you tonight.
Oh, so you have been bribed. Entertaining.
What if I have? It's not like you have any proof anyways. My word against yours. Just give it up. You're not getting in the alley tonight. Oh, stop me, and I'll have you arrested. I give you a chance. Now, if he'll give you the deal, I'll resort to what working with Moria. I had to stop you. You're under arrest for the obstruction and accepting bribes. You'll make a mistake. Come on, man. Let's see how the Watch can handle training new recruits. Well, apparently they decide that they think death is better than, you know, doing your duty. That was a little bit weird. Well, I'm sure Cormac will be happy to hear that we removed a few corrupted individuals. I mean, they drew steel first. Oh.
Take that! Your days shall be cleansed.
Yep.
Take that!
I am jumping around. That is weird.
Take that!
Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Well. That was interesting.
Yep, interesting's a word.
Bonapartum. 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 Son revelos. Gianquidide.
Oh, here they are. I was like, I hear something, but I couldn't get the camera at the right angle. Oh, she's down. Again. She needs more armor, apparently. Why are you tracking me down so hard?
Take that! Take that!
I mean, I can keep running around in circles and letting my allies get attacks of opportunity on you. I don't care. It's kind of funny.
You need to take a breather, friend.
Yeah. Just figured I'd check this out. Hurt quite a lot, actually. Alright, that just loops around to the other side. Trying to make sure we do a full proper sweep, you know what I mean, Reggie? There's so many of these filth lurking about. Don't want to do just a basics clean, we want the full clean. Enemies on the side.
That's it for you! Take that! Great on that. Have at thee! Take that! Take that! Take that!
Can I please walk? Getting some interesting lag here, friend. It's been smooth. Something about this district seems to be a little bit less so. Alright, let's check the back alley. That looks like the main encounter. Oop. Yep.
Take that!
Ah!
What's up?
I can't.
I went on the right-hand side. Yeah, you're here.
I don't see a damn thing.
They're way up the alley. He's running. He's an archer, so he's trying to run away from Kelgar.
I mean, that I understand.
I mean, as an archer, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to quickly save here just in case there's any issues, because I am seeing a little bit of jank and lag, and I don't want to risk losing progress. They're all just watchmen.
Couple of thugs. They're not doing it.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you.
Trigger not happen?
Apparently.
Oh, you were the watch. We're not looking for any trouble with you.
Who are you looking for trouble with?
Oh, can't you go find someone else to interrogate? We're a little busy here.
You don't sound like Moria's typical thugs. This wouldn't have anything to do with her, would it?
We're here. Moria's gang is trying to smuggle some weapons in tonight. Word is she's getting ready for a war against the Watch. Can't let that happen. She'll drown the docks in blood. We're going to make sure the shipment never gets there.
Leave this problem to the Watch. Don't want to get hurt.
As long as the weapons don't reach Moria, that's enough for me. I'd better warn you. There are other friends out here tonight, looking to grab those weapons and don't think they'll be unreasonable.
Thanks for the warning, I appreciate it.
Come on, everyone, we're leaving this. Watchhounds, let's go.
So I think we missed the trigger with those guys, but it's fine. We'll make it work. Just grabbing from a chest. Ah, now this is going to be fun. And of course they just already detected us. Because why not?
Why not?
And just saves.
Ow.
Great, I fell down.
no.
Take that!
Try to target him and it's telling my guy to run instead of targeting him.
You shall.
Take that!
That hurts.
Indeed. Whoa! I just went straight underneath my guy, looking straight up at the sky, so all I saw was stars. Alright, this looks like it. Big cart. Step aside, we don't want to hurt fellow watchmen. You're actually helping Moria smuggle weapons in. Who's to say the docks will be any worse with her in control? Besides, she paid better than the Watch City. These weapons will be used against the Watch. Against you, perhaps, but only if you're fool enough to stand against Moria. And what about the rest of you, men? Are you willing to lose your honor and your lives over a few copper? They're here, aren't they? But why don't I ask them again, eh? Anyone here want to bag out of this job tonight and give back the money we paid? I'm giving you one last chance to help me confiscate these weapons. Looks like we'll be earning our pay tonight after all, men. Make sure there aren't any survivors.
Well...
Bonapartum.
Right. Do I still have... I think I still have Blessing of the Spirits on. Nope. Really? They already killed the dog. Oh, guard, I didn't know you didn't have flame weapon anymore. Here, take some fire. Elenine, why don't you have some fire too? while we're at it, Reggie, take some fire.
Thank you, sir.
All right, now I need to pause quickly and see, because I figured this was about the time. Kelgar needs to be healed.
This one then.
Kelgar, fight. Elenine, fight.
How can I help?
Ishka, fight.
Vice Shadow!
No, Elenine, fight.
I can do that.
Don't worry about healing Nishka way in the back.
So that'll be it then.
This was a wagon going to the watch.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah. Sooner we get back, sooner we get paid. Wait a minute. I mean, we could found a wagon already looted. There'd be weapons to be found. Nowhere. Fence could get a good raise. And once in a while. Will we find a way back to some cutthroat and mutters? Keep them away from, huh? It's a fine idea. Whatever you decide, make it quick. The longer we argue, the easier it is for our enemies to find us. What do you think, Reggie? You want to see if there's any weapons, or do you think we should leave it?
I think if we don't give them back to the people that they were bound for, then we're no better than thieves.
Very well. Not ready yet.
I think there is enough corruption going on. I'm not sure about you. I've had my fair share this evening.
You sure? You don't want to taste a little more corruption? I'm ready. Let's go. You could actually get a +1 or +2 weapon in there.
Ooh.
Yep. Hey, yes. Kelgar leveled up.
Oh, did. So did you.
I am listening.
I'm going to level up because persuasion.
Yep.
What am I missing for those? I have the bluff and diplomacy. We have 3 levels of spells, I think. Or 3 levels in any base cast. Dodge mobility. I don't know if we have spell focus enchantment. It's spell focus enchantment, right? Yeah. Ah, cure moderate wounds. That sounds like a good thing to get. Call lightning, call frost, blind sight, hypothermia, greater fang. Neutralize poison, remove disease. That sounds like it's probably a good one. And summon creatures, always a good one. Trying to quickly get my spells sorted.
Yep.
You use Dex, right?
I do.
Should I get a spell that buffs your Dex?
It's more accuracy and damage, so probably an armor.
Ooh, Lesser Dispel's not a bad one to get either. None of those really work, so we'll go with that one.
Lieutenant, what have you to report?
I've ended the smuggling operation in the docks. Smuggled goods were intended for a guild of thieves within the docks, operating out of a warehouse near the merchant quarter.
It is as we suspected. Our informant was correct.
I will need you to report to the meeting point at once and deal with those who were intended to receive the shipment. I suspect they will be much easier to handle without the weapons they were meant to pick up. But be cautious. I also want you to keep an eye out for anything there that might shed more light on their smuggling operations. We've shut down one smuggling route, but they must have others. Fortune to you, Lieutenant. Yeah. And see to it these men are dealt with.
Awesome. Where's the warehouse? Into the back alley. It's got a back entrance near the merchant quarter, though. Might be safer to get in from there. Cool. So do we want to go in the merchant quarter route, or do we want to go back to the back alley?
Yes.
Question.
That's why I asked it.
I think I might have desynced with you.
The game's currently paused.
Like, I can move around, but I can't seem to do anything.
You can't what?
else. Like I can open my inventory. I can't rest. I can't see that you've gained a level. Can't see
My
that
level's already been
everyone's on-
finished. The game just saved. If we need to do reboot or something, do you want to try stepping outside, see if that'll resolve it for you, or do you want to reload?
Try. Yeah, I can't transition.
This may or may not fix it, but I figured it's worth a try. Because you're reloading an area, maybe it will reconnect and resolve some of the issues. And this is an easy way to tell if it's doing its job or not.
Yeah. Alright, we'll work it out.
Really making me think that it's telling us to call it for the night.
About that time anyway. It's not that far off.
Yeah.
We've achieved a fair bit.
Oh yeah, no, we did a lot. I mean, you think about it, we got the whole quest line going and we've progressed quite a ways. We haven't even done any shopping or anything.
Yeah. I'm just gonna... We'll do that then. That's...
Oh, it loaded. Did it load for you? Nope.
No, I had to exit, so... I think it looked like it was waiting for me, and I wouldn't do, and
it wouldn't load for you, so yeah, you're desynced. Yeah, no, it's all good. We saved right inside.
Yeah, it's all good.
So I don't mind.
So, chat, thank you for being here. We appreciate you very much. We are gonna hop over to our usuals. They've only been going for 90 minutes, so they should be around for a while longer.
Which one? I see a few that are my usual ones.
Lollygaggers.
Okay.
Type in a raid command. All right. Thank you
for
guys
being
for
here.
watching. Yeah, it's been good. Gotten a fair way. Tune in on Saturday night to Cyberpunk. Hopefully we're able to go and do that. And yeah, we'll be back next week with some more Pathfinder 2 Kingmaker and hopefully some music streams if I can manage it. So we'll see. My schedule is only going to get worse. So it's probably may or may not happen. We'll see. But appreciate everyone being here. Look after yourselves, everyone. Take care and be kind to one another. As always, from me, Matt in a Hat, and from all of us here, we'll catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.
Appreciate you all. As you said, join us for Cyberpunk. Join us for other fun stuff. Keep track of everything on the Discord if you want to know when it's going on. Appreciate you all. Until then, enjoy the story. We'll see you guys then.